who has done a world of research. But before him, I'm going to bring up one of the mighty mites, and that's Mr. Pat Mais. We want to hear about Doris Day.
Well, Fitz, you started my illustrious basketball career at the age of, how old were we, Chuck? 8 years old, second grade. And I think, looking back on it, you know, Showtime wasn't with Magic Johnson and the buses and whatnot. Showtime started back in the early 60s. And it all had to do with Bob Fitzpatrick. We were just little kids back then, and he put on a show. The crowd would stand up for 5 or 10 minutes during halftime. And we were very, very entertaining. But that was basically the Mighty Mites. We had our duct tape or black electrical tape jerseys on. Doris Day sitting courtside like Jack Nicholson does today's games, and saw us and bought us all brand new silk uniforms, and it was just a great, great time growing up. It was very, very appreciative of all the work that you did and put it together, and thank you very much.
There's a rumor floating around that you sold the playbook to Boise State. That's true. Basically, that takes the article that ran in the Press Telegram back in late 60s, I believe it was, and we just put the article back up on the website. So if you get a program, on the inside of the program is a website address. So be sure you go to that website and you can read all about the Mighty Mites. And there's a tribute site to Bob there, as well as a site to St. Joseph's 2006 CYO Championship. Now, the Mighty Mites. How many people here played on the Mighty Mites? Wow. That's amazing. Well, cheerleaders. Oh, cheerleaders. Well, when I first heard the story, I was blown away by it, frankly, and started doing a little research on it, and got to like it quite a lot. So we thought that maybe we would contact the Lakers and see if they remembered it, and guess what? They did. And so Dr. Jerry Buss sent a little note to Bob, and we've got it for you to take home, Bob, and I'd like to read it. It says, "Dear Bob, thank you for serving the youth of Los Angeles for the past 50 years, not only as a coach, but as a mentor and leader. By forming the Mighty Mites, you successfully promoted youth basketball while keeping Laker fans captivated and entertained during halftimes of Laker games in the 1960s. This halftime spectacle is embedded in the rich history of the Los Angeles Lakers organization. I would like to join in congratulating you on your day of honor for all the time, effort, and devotion that you have dedicated to these young athletes. The energy that you invested is surely reflected in every child you have coached. Sincerely, Dr. Jerry Buss, owner of Los Angeles Lakers." I said he's probably got a place for him in his house today, so they'll think I'll put it on the dash of my car. We were able to get a hold of someone else's business manager, and Pat mentioned that a number of celebrities used to line the court during the Laker games, and Doris Day was one who really loved the Mighty Mites and paid for their uniforms, and took a special liking to Pat Mais, by the way. Anyway, Doris sends her regards as well.
Thank you, Don. Let me say that Don Klosterman has done a magnificent job helping out with this. He picked up this Mighty Mites thing and ran with it. just wait till you see this website. It's fabulous. He took this little article over here and turned it into something terrific. Did a lot of research on it. And if you guys out there work for a company that needs marketing or PR, here's a guy that delivers. I'm telling you, he's not afraid to call anybody, not afraid to deliver anything. He called this, maybe you know Johnny Grant, one of my wife's favorite, the honorary mayor of Hollywood, right? And he couldn't make it, but they decided to do a couple of nice things. We've got something from Johnny Grant as well. Hold on. For the first time since it was Hollywoodland, we have renamed it Fitzywood. Now, there's going to be a contest later. You all get to sit and think, who would be the best person to play Bob in the movie? And you can see they even created a new category of star. It's the football star. It's out in front of the CVS pharmacy. Right near the Ben Gay aisle. Thank you, Johnny Grant. Those are both lobster chops, as you might imagine.